Okay, you want to write. Cool. But writing takes time and you don't have any. So instead of finished, published manuscripts, you have, well, unfinished, unpublished, whatever the opposite of manuscripts is. And it's not that you lack great ideas. Oh no. If only you could finish that novel. Look out, JK. JK. You're not JK. Why? Because JK finished her writing. And I get it. No judgment from me. No, I'm just like you. We're busy scribblers. So let's change that. In here, we get writing done. Not just started, done. Not mostly finished, but done. All right, I know what you're saying. Okay, yeah, cool, but how? Well, it's not as hard as you might think. We just gotta do something a little crazy. Write. Yep, we're gonna write. Together. Maybe you've taken a few classes, read a bunch of books, even started on some projects, or maybe you've slogged through a handful of writing prompts and exercises from someone else. And still, when you look back on all of that, you've got nary a page written of your own work. And why is that? It's because if you're anything like me, you don't want to spend the precious little time you do have working on someone else's ideas. You want to write your own story. And besides, you didn't do all that work just because you wanted to learn how to write. You did it because you wanted to learn how to tell the stories you've been dying to tell. So we're going to work through some concepts that might be old hat to you, like how to develop an idea, how to craft unforgettable characters, construct rich plots, paint vivid settings for readers, raise tension through conflict, evoke emotion, weave in themes, push deep and consistent point of view, and strap your audience onto that just one more page roller coaster they've been dying to get on. No matter what you've learned about any of this before, I assure you you'll find something new. Because again, you'll be the one performing the magic. And if some or all of this sounds new to you, don't worry. We'll cover all these concepts from beginner to advanced levels. And one last thing before we start. I love formulas and rules. Heck, we'll cover a lot of that here. But we're not baking cookies, and so we don't need the cookie cutters. It'll be you that decides what you want to write, how you want to write it, and in what structure. I don't believe in rigid rules for any creative work. Other than that, you should know what they are, why they're there, and then make conscious, informed decisions about what to keep and what to break. Frankly, I'm starting this channel selfishly as a reader first. I want to see brilliant works created that artfully avoid being formulaic. And so, as we go through, you'll learn how to spot the enemies of your story. And no, I don't mean the antagonists. But for example, the superhero. The one that tries to accomplish way too much in a story because they're writing the best novel ever. Or there's the English professor, the one that uses phrases like pernicious olfaction rather than deadly smell because they think that's how to write proper literature. It's not. And that's also not how you do an English accent. On the other hand, there's the movie producer who thinks that they're writing for the big screen and that they've got a multi-part franchise on their hands. For example, the movie producer thinks that we can see when a character is scared. We can't. Not unless you show us in your writing. More on that later. And then, unfortunately, there's the meanderer who loves to take roundabout, long-winded, verbose, gratuitous, you get the idea, ways of making a point. The meanderer will slow your story down and drive your readers away. You will learn how to identify all of these and several more as we go through our journey. Up next, I'll be doing a series on what I believe to be the complete writing tool. This is a tool, by the way, that you can do quite a bit with for free. I'll go through how I stumbled upon this amazing software because it was not built for writers, and how you can use it to brainstorm, plot, outline, world build, and even write complete manuscripts. Along the way, we'll review many of the concepts that we discussed earlier and make tons of progress on our stories. So stay tuned and let's get writing done. All right, if any of this sounds interesting to you, please like and subscribe so that I can keep making new content. Till next time.